concluded its sitting. The chairman of the commission, Justice I.R. Minakiri, in her closing remarks, said Tuesday's sitting was reserved for the former Rivers State governor, but he failed to appear or send a representative. Justice Minakiri also expressed dismay that some other invitees did not honor the commission's invitation. She spoke further on the importance of the commission's report.
Today's sitting is actually for His Excellency, the former governor of Rivers State, to appear before this commission to straighten some points that we needed to know. But we have waited, hoping that they will be here. We have given some time. This is about, it's almost 11 o'clock now. And so today will mark the last day we're sitting. As we rise today, that brings us to the end of the sitting of this commission, except there is a direction from His Excellency to do otherwise.
Justice Minakiri also thanked those who have been attending the sittings since it was inaugurated.
So I want to thank every one of you that has been coming, and in fact those that have just come in today, and to tell you that you have made our job easy for us. Your presence encouraged us all through our sittings, and we do hope that at the end of the day, whatever comes up after this sitting be to the benefit of Rivers State, the entirety of Rivers State, the people of Rivers State. So I want to say thank you so much for your presence. As we rise today, that will be the end of our sitting.
Meanwhile, a stakeholder in Obiakpo local government area of Rivers State, John Mbata, has called on the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike to focus on his task and allow Governor Siminalayi Fubara to work for Rivers people. Senator Mbata said this while flagging off the construction of Obiakpo local government area chairman's office complex at the council secretariat in Rumodumaya.
In 1998, we installed the government of Obiakpo local in the person of Wike, who is now our illustrious son in Abuja. All we pray is that he continues to do well there, to face the onerous responsibility that the president has given him, while he allows the governor of Rivers State, Siminalayi Fubara, to do his own work. We continue to say that we support the government of Siminalayi Fubara, and we will be unwavering in that pursuit.
He also urged the people of Obiakpo to support the vision of the chairman of Obiakpo local government area, Chijioke Ihunwo, in developing the area. In his address, the Obiakpo chairman assured residents that his administration is committed to leaving a lasting legacy in the area.
The building will have their where as chairman's office. It's not befitting. Again, that building was built in 2004. If you calculate the time till now, it's not befitting. So we decided to put up this particular edifice here. Deciding this building here is to show that I am ready to serve my people. And be rest assured that this building will be completed in the next 3 months. We'll have a lot of programs, a lot of packages for our people. This administration will be one of the best administrations we'll find in this local government.
Moving on, the spokesperson of the Tony Okocha-led APC in Rivers State, Chibike Ikenga, says Emeka Beke and others cannot claim to be legitimate executive members of the party in the state. Mr. Ikenga, in a telephone interview with correspondent Yobioroware, said their legitimacy has since been overtaken by event. He said it is the national leadership of the party that is responsible for conducting congresses and not the state council.
The processes had started long time. Members of the executive committee of the wards were elected, as well as 5 delegates for the local government congress, as well as 5 delegates for the state congress were also elected. They cannot claim to speak for the APC, neither can they lay claim to the fact that they still hold the executive positions in the APC, as that had been overtaken by events long time ago, after they were dissolved by the National Working Committee, whose power was derived from the donation of power of the National Executive Committee of the party.
Mr. Ikenga also dismissed insinuations that the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike is interested in who becomes the APC party chairman in Rivers State.
You know that pain about his soaring political or towering political image and achievements, cues of everything. Chief Nyesom Wike is not a member of the APC, but he is a friend of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I said he's not a member of the APC and cannot be interested in who becomes what in the APC. Directly or indirectly, he's not involved. I stand to be corrected. You bring proofs, and I'll be swayed.
Away from that, over 100 ad hoc staff recruited by the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission (RISIEC) to conduct the 5th October local government elections, have threatened to stage a peaceful protest over non-payment of their allowances. Some of them told our correspondent that the planned protest has been delayed because they are expecting Governor Fubara to intervene.
So since that time, we've not heard from RISIEC. No communication, no information. We've even gone to the office to see for the consent of the commissioner. We've been planning for a kind of protest, but because we loved the governor, we didn't want the enemies of the state to, take advantage of this protest. But if nothing is done up to now, maybe to protest.
Our effort to get to the people and the authorities involved have been proved apart. Nobody is telling us anything. Now, no effort has been made by the government, by the state government, or by the district to pay. I'm from Gokana.
Well, if we didn't get any payment from now, we have to just go for a peaceful protest to make our intentions clear to the public that we will not be paid for this long after the election, and also to inform the governor that this is what has been going on for this long.
Protest, there's nothing bad in it, and I believe our governor is a listening governor. I expect the RISIEC chairman at least to have done the needful before now.
Now, the aggrieved RISIEC ad hoc staff also explained what they went through during the recruitment process.
SPO. And since after that time, even in Aichi local government, we have not been paid our training allowances. Not to talk of the main money for the service provision.
I am one of the persons that was recruited by the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission to conduct the just concluded local government election in the state. While we were conducting the election, the SPO came and collected our candidates who will be paid as usual.
Prior to October 5th, we've been working, we went for training, and at the end of the day, we worked throughout that day. And up till now, nothing. I'm not happy that RISIEC would choose us like this. I'm not happy. I don't know what's the problem, whether logistic problem, I don't know, but I'm not happy.
Even those that we hardly work for have assumed offices and started receiving salaries and benefits of those positions they occupy. But we that did the work, we haven't paid. So it's bad.
When contacted, the leadership of the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission promised to provide information on the situation. Now, elsewhere, the paramount ruler of Rumaholo community in Obiakpo local government area, Ezebekwele Weliatam, has called for peace among residents of Cedarwood Estate following the outcome of the last Saturday's chairmanship election. Eze Weliatam urged residents to accept the result of the election, which he said was conducted under the supervision of the police and community members, leading to the emergence of a winner. He said the community will not watch anyone cause a crisis in the area. He also appealed to aggrieved parties not to take the law into their own hands and warned against the formation of any faction.
As the Eze of Agomawari community, Cedarwood is one of the estates in my community. I'm calling for peace in that Cedarwood estate. Every person who resides in Cedarwood estate to abide on the outcome of the election conducted on Saturday, which a winner emerged. Because before Saturday, the electoral committee wrote to me and told me officially that the election will be conducted on Saturday. And in the presence of the security agencies and some of the observers from the community, the election was held and somebody emerged as chairman of the Cedarwood estate. They shall abide to what has happened on Saturday.
In another development, an Ekpeye stakeholder, Hector Ekaketa, has blamed the rise in crime and gang violence in Ahoda East local government area on the failure to punish offenders. In an interview with correspondent Emekotoka, Mr. Ekaketa criticized what he called undue recognition given to some individuals involved in criminal activities by chiefs and stakeholders of the community. He said he thought that issues of insecurity in the area would have been addressed after the divisional police officer of Ahoda East, SP Bako Ambashim, was killed.
Those that escaped through, that were not eliminated after the death of Baku, they were not eliminated. I think maybe in one way or the other, they find their way out to run out and travel out from the distance. These people are the same gang, and they are also recruiting people, young boys. They are still the same gang. Like for instance, in the domain of Igbaku, we are having not less than 8 personnel, 8 civilians who were involved in the death of Baku are moving freely. Nobody go after them. No primary ruler talk about them. No, even instead they are giving contract.
Mr. Ekaketa also accused members of the late notorious gang leader Tubaba of returning to the communities to commit crimes, completely ruining nightlife in the area.
almost all clans, they are experiencing another new pattern of gangsters. Some of them are the remnant of Tubaba. Some of them are just maybe those ones that have been doing street robbery. It is now that's a celebration of the day where people now cannot move freely, and people also cannot do late riding of bikes.
The Ahoda youth leader urged the Rivers State Police Command and the state government to intervene and assist the affected communities. The police have not spoken on this yet. Still to come, Senate to consider President Tinubu's fresh loan request today. Back now, Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara has promised to reconstruct the Creek Road Market at the Old Port Harcourt Township into an ultra-modern facility. Governor Fubara said this when he visited the market on Tuesday. The governor said his decision to reconstruct the market is part of the implementation of the urban renewal policy of his administration.
I can say here that the first thing we are going to do immediately before we start the cleaning and redesigning of town is to make sure that we give them a befitting market so that we can immediately move those people out of those residential areas so we can commence befitting or beautifying the town area. So I can tell you, I feel very, very sad that our people are going through this in the course of development. I assure them government is continuing, that will do everything to make sure that we settle them in an appropriate and well-befitting market.
As part of measures to strengthen the administrative machinery of Emoha Local Government Council, the chairman, David Omereji, has approved the appointment of Obin Dawodo as Chief of Staff, Paul Deya as Senior Special Assistant on Communications and Publicity, Chi Geru Omereji as Deputy Chief of Staff, Christian Victor Oroko as Chief Protocol Officer to the Chairman, and Anthony Egobweze as SSA on Legislative Matters. A statement signed by the Chairman said the appointment takes immediate effect. Meanwhile, the Chairman of Emoha Local Government Area, David Omereji has charged youth of Emoha to engage in meaningful activities that will bring pride to Emoha and River State. Ms. Omereji gave the charge at a media briefing while congratulating Chidima Adechina, who emerged as the first runner-up in the just concluded Miss Universe 2024 in Mexico. Now, he said his administration is ready to support the youth of the area who strive to pursue their dreams in sport, academics, arts, entertainment, music, among others.
My advice to the youth is simple. Everybody is now proud of Chidima, but it requires hard work, dedication, and commitment to win. In Emoha local government area, we are prepared to support young girls and boys with big dreams if only they can pursue greatness and work hard towards achieving top position in whatever they are doing.
He also promised that his administration will engage stakeholders of the local government area to consider how best to identify and motivate youth who are outstanding and engaged in peculiar careers.
Everybody likes success. Since yesterday, I've been thinking that in the months ahead, our government will engage stakeholders of the LGA to consider how best to identify and motivate youths who are standing and engage in a peculiar career like sports, entertainment, arts, and culture. I believe that if we give them a push, the story will be different, and the feat achieved by Ms. Chidima Adeshina will be surpassed by Emoha youths who are determined and resilient in their pursuit of excellence and actualization of their aspirations.
Recall that the Nigeria's representative at the Miss Universe 2024 pageant, Chidima Adechina, who was also Miss Universe Africa and Oceania, emerged as the first runner-up at the 73rd edition of the competition held in Mexico last Sunday. Now, the chairman of Echi local government area, Uzodimma Nwafo, is inviting all stakeholders of the Simplified family in the area to a meeting with him. Dr. Nwafo, in a statement he signed, said the meeting would take place at the Council Secretariat Okehi on Thursday, 21st November 2024 by 10 a.m. prompt. He said the meeting is strictly by invitation. In other news, President Bola Tinubu now has 3 spokespersons following a restructuring. Sunday Dare is now Special Advisor, Media and Public Communications, while Daniel Bwala is now Special Advisor, Policy Communication. Bayo Onanoga remains Special Advisor to the President, Information and Strategy. Meanwhile, the Senate is expected to look into the $2.2 billion loan request of President Bola Tinubu today. In separate letters read during the Senate and House of Representatives plenary on Tuesday, President Tinubu explained that the loan would partially finance the 9.7 trillion naira budget deficit for the 2024 fiscal year. The president's request is part of the external borrowing plan outlined for implementing the 28.7 trillion naira 2024 budget. After reading the letter, Senate President Godswill Akpabio tasked the Senate Committee on Local and Foreign Debt to examine the request and report back within 24 hours. President Tinubu also submitted the medium-term expenditure framework and fiscal strategy paper for 2025 to 2027 to both the Senate and the House of Representatives. The president also forwarded the Social Investment Program Amendment Bill to the National Assembly. We go on another short commercial break. On the foreign scene, hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs is currently in federal custody awaiting trial on charges of racketeering and sex trafficking. His arrest in New York came amid a series of civil suits alleging sexual assault and physical violence, some going back to the 1990s. More than 24 people have filed a lawsuit against the rapper, accusing him of using his influence in the entertainment industry to do everything from drugging, assaulting, and raping people. That's a wrap on the news this morning. Before we go, let's have a look at the major stories. FCT Minister Nyesom Wike has shunned the panel on arson in Rivers Council Secretariat. RISIEC ad hoc staff are threatening to protest over unpaid allowances. Senate is expected to consider President Tinubu's fresh loan request today. On the foreign scene, over 24 lawsuits have so far been slammed on the detained hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy. The news was edited by Chioma Ezenwafo. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808-721-7215. I'm Ifechukwu Moyole. Many thanks for listening.